A year in the life of our broodmares basically begins in April, May, when we've sat down and as a group and worked out the matings for the season coming up. And it's a lot of time it's based on their individual nicks, their progeny, their pedigree, but the physical match is a very important part of the procedure as well.
So in terms of a good broodmare, we obviously want, physical type. You want to see strength, a good hind leg, big deep girth, and you're always looking for that bit of quality evident.
A good broodmare has that soft maternal instinct, and they're kind, but at the same time they have to be quite firm with the foals as well.
Temperament is probably a big thing too. As you can see, she's quite a good temperament mare, and really just sort of looking for that physical match. Obviously race record as well helps.
They come down to the line for Worzer, and GUELPH have hit the line locked together. GUELPH is over the top of them, and GUELPH has hit the lead and won it.
After retiring from the racetrack, GUELPH continued the legacy of a great female line dating back to her grandmother Camarina, who was the first mare that Sheikh Mohammed bought in Australia, who in turn produced GUELPH.
So GUELPH comes up, set to go for the Coolmore Flight Stakes. They're away.
Coming back as a 3-year-old, she won 2 further Group 1s, but the race that really franked her form as a 3-year-old filly was in the Group 1 Flight Stakes at Randwick, where having to do it and travel wide most of the race, when she let down in the straight, she just flew and raced away from a handy bunch of fillies.
And this magnificent filly, GUELPH, is heading for 3 Group 1. Sensibility sticking on the outside, but GUELPH's too good despite sitting wide, and she's got them covered. The dominant filly beats Sensibility.
So GUELPH retired off the racetrack, and the first year she was mated with Lonro, our champion stallion, and produced a colt who has gone on to be ENCRYPTION.
James, as a 2-year-old, ENCRYPTION won the Black Opal third up. He's now come back as a 3-year-old to win the Danehill third up. Just keeps getting better as the preparation goes on.
Oh, look, he's a really cool horse. He's got a wonderful nature about him. He's a colt with a really good turn of foot. He's got speed, but he's got a wonderful nature that I think allows him to keep improving as his prep unfolds, and hopefully there's that little bit more improvement to come.
Havasand, the Rondor, then ENCRYPTION. It's the Rondor taking the lead. ENCRYPTION's getting out and flashing over the top. And ENCRYPTION has stormed down the outside fence and has come with a flurry to win the Danehill.
So ESSAOUIRA is a real blue blood, new blue blood for Godolphin. She's produced 2 outstanding Group 1 winners, ASTERN, who's by Medaglia d'Oro.
And the colt is letting rip with a big run, and ALIZEE, the filly, goes on to win it. ALIZEE beats Prompt Response.
And ALIZEE, who's by Sepoy. She's just a real powerhouse of a mare. She's got a great temperament. Her herself, she's by Exceed & Excel, our own champion sire, and out of a mare called ALIZES, who is by Rory's Jester. ALIZES was a very handy Group 2 winning mare herself, and obviously produced this beauty, and she's gone on to be a real bluebird for us.
We've got these pregnant mares that are due in October. They've just come down here to our pre-foal 4 paddocks. You can see it's nice and green. It's all improved ryegrass, so we just want to get them on a better plan of nutrition and going forward with their milk production and ready to foal. First thing in the morning we'll come and check them and feed them, just make sure they're all alright, make sure nothing's happened overnight. So we're just feeding them a mix of minerals and oats, so it's a good mix of energy and nutrients. It's nice and green here. Our farmers do an excellent job here at Northwood, making sure our pastures are nice and healthy. This is all improved rye, again, helps with all our milk production, helps with their body condition and their welfare. So can see they're all in really good nick. Miss Rideout here is an older mare, but you can see she looks really, really good. So when she comes to foal, she's going to have enough energy, enough nutrients to have nice big udder for her foal and hopefully give it the best start to its life.
So depending on what stallion they're visiting as to where the mare is located for that breeding season. So if they're going to the stallions in Victoria, they will travel down to Victoria, fall down there and then visit the stallion based in Victoria. And if they're going to stallions that are in the Hunter Valley in New South Wales, they will be based at Woodlands and fall down at Woodlands and then travel across to Kelvinside and be mated there. That resulting progeny will then stay on that farm until they're about 18 months of age and then come in and enter our breaking in program.
We breed to race, and then once they retire from the track, we like to get them back to the stud and hopefully breed more racehorses and see them again retire back to stud. The aim is to produce athletes on the track that we can then breed from, and hopefully the main aim is if we can get a colt to become a Group 1 winner and return to the stallion barn, and same for fillies.